Good morning, winners! Welcome to Terry's Tips, guys. Get a notebook, get a pen, because today we're going to talk about how to instantly increase your credit score, guys. And in this video, I'm going to go over some misconceptions, some things to avoid. I'm going to obviously give you some tips to actually increase your score. We're going to focus on two main areas that will get you there quickly, guys. And I'm also going to cover some changes, y'all. Yes, some things that used to work before that do not work anymore. This video is for my newbies and for my vets, because, guys, the success is in the details. And some of the small things you guys are missing are the reason why you're not getting to the score that you actually need. And let me just say this, guys. Your credit score is literally one of the most important, one of the most simple even aspects of personal finance, guys. But literally, because it's not talked about enough, because we're not taught it, because there's a lot of bad information out there, a lot of people don't know how to manage their credit and manage their scores, guys. Literally, like, your personal credit score can lead to you building wealth, having net worth, getting the best deals on real estate, getting free stuff, or between you having like a vicious cycle of poverty, of, always paying too much for things, getting things that depreciate in value and liabilities, guys. So get a notebook, get a pen for real, okay? For real, guys. And I'm going to drop nuggets through the entire video. For my new people, welcome, guys. My name is Terry. I upload brand new videos every Tuesday and Thursday morning. I would love for you to subscribe, become part of our community. My channel is about building wealth, about leveraging your personal and business credit to build wealth. And guys, I'll do my nugget at the end, and y'all know how I am. I'm going to drop gems throughout the entire video. So the very first thing I want to say to all of you guys is write down 3 to 12 months. 3 to 12 months. 3 to 12 months. No matter what, I'm going to give you some tips to increase your score instantly. But if you need a time to do a complete overhaul, nothing on your credit report should take longer than 3 to 12 months, period. You should not be in credit repair for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. That's absolute nonsense, okay? The next thing is I want all of you guys to have a goal of a 680 and above, a 680 and above, a 680 and above, okay? Because that's where, for my personal credit people and also for my business credit people, that's where you actually start to really unlock better financing, better deals, better options, some of the wealth building, like the 6 and 7 figures. So, guys, in the FICO scoring model, okay, pay attention. This is where you instantly increase your score. In the FICO scoring model, the two biggest buckets are payment history, which is 35%. Guys, and included in payment history is late payments, collections, charge-offs, how you pay your bills on time, how you pay your bills. That's in that great big 35% bucket, guys, okay? And then the next biggest category is 30%, which is basically like utilization. Sometimes you'll hear people say capacity. So when you're trying to increase your score quickly, those two buckets, 35% for payment history and 30% for like utilization, are the areas you want to focus on instantly to kind of get the biggest boost. Now, guys, I'm not going to do a deep dive in this video, but I don't want you to completely forget the other three buckets. The biggest thing too is for credit mix, guys. This is a nugget for credit mix, which is a smaller bucket. You have the highest credit score. You look the most stable on paper when you have open available revolving credit, open available installment credit. Revolving credit is like credit cards, lines of credit, retail cards, right? Installment credit is like mortgages, loans, personal loans, auto loans, even student loans, guys. If you have all revolving, action item, pull your credit report. Guys, that should be a no-brainer when I'm doing a video about scores. Pull your credit report. I recommend Credit Check Total if you want your 3 reports and your score, or My FICO if you want your 3 reports and your score, not Credit Karma, not Credit Sesame. My FICO and Credit Check Total will give you FICO scores. Real estate lenders, business credit, big money lenders, 95% of all lenders use FICO scores. So you want to use the same scoring model as the actual lenders. Credit Karma, no. Credit Sesame, no. They use Vantage scores, and literally it can be like 10, 20, 50, I've even seen up to 100 points off. It's not an accurate gauge, okay? So pull a copy of your report. If you pull your report, guys, and go through the actual accounts, don't look at just the score. That's another nugget, okay? If you look at all of your accounts and everything is revolving, and no installment, you're not going to have a high score. If everything is installment, and not revolving, you're not going to have a high score. So look in that area. And guys, if you have all revolving and student loans, this is another nugget, guys, and student loans are installment, but they're not in repayment, then you guys do not have open available installment credit, okay, guys? I will link my video called Credit Builder Accounts. They'll also be in the description of this video, okay? If you need installment credit, I recommend SelfLender, okay? It reports to all 3 credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and it's a soft inquiry. Listen, y'all, okay? If you need some revolving credit, guys, I'll put it in the description of this video. My credit builder account, guys, same thing. Reports to all 3 credit bureaus, and it is a soft inquiry, okay? Okay, guys, so pull your reports, use a FICO scoring model, make sure you have open available revolving and installment credit. Also, inquiries, guys. Set a goal to have 6 inquiries or under in a 24-month time frame. If you have excessive inquiries, it also kind of goes into new credit, okay? If you have excessive inquiries, dispute any inquiries that you feel are inaccurate, unfair, weren't authorized, duplicates even, or you don't recognize, and set a goal of at the very least having only 6 or under hard inquiries. Hard inquiries, guys, themselves are not negative, but excessive hard inquiries to lenders look like you might be going on a big, kind of going through financial distress because you're trying to get so much credit in a short period, okay? So that's the kind of logic behind the lenders. Look to have at least 6 or under, okay? An average account length. Guys, stop adding a bunch of brand new accounts if that's not one of your actual problems. I want to talk about that next, okay? If you do need to establish credit, you do need to add accounts, but do them all at the same time, guys. This is a nugget. Stop adding an account January and one February, one March and one April and one May. Remember, for personal credit, this is a nugget. It's the longevity. It's the longevity. It's the longevity that gives you the high credit scores. So every time you guys are adding these accounts that you don't really need, or like these short-term loans, like these Affirms and these 3 and 6 month personal loans, that's killing your credit score. Cut that out, okay, guys? So that's some nuggets in those little small areas. Now, the top 2 areas, right? The 35% for payment history and then the utilization. For your payment history, obviously, if you have anything past due, bring it current immediately. Any past due balances on your credit report right now is killing your score. And guys, if you don't have the money, real talk, like, you know, I give it to you real talk. If you don't have the money, pick up the phone and speak to the creditors. Sometimes they will actually work with you, especially if it's like your open available mortgage, your open car note, your open personal loan, your open credit card. These are companies you still have a relationship with, right? We haven't gotten any collections or charge-offs yet. So if you're just past due and you really don't have the money, call them and say, I don't have the money. Can you work with me? Can I do a partial payment? Can you put the payment on the back of the loan? A lot of you guys make your credit situation so much worse. This is a nugget because you don't communicate with the lenders. Guys, they want their money. You look high risk when you start not paying, then you don't speak to them at all. They go into a frenzy thinking it's about to be a collection or a charge off, as opposed to you actually just speaking to them, getting a little bit of help, right? And being able to turn it all the way around. That's huge, guys, because one late payment, how many, Terri? One late payment can drop your score up to 100 points, guys, and it can be reported for 7 years. Okay, so it's critical. Anything past due, bring current. If possible, right? If you're about to have a late payment on an account, maybe you're going through financial distress, okay? Always remember, they cannot legally report you to the credit bureau until you are 30 days late. 30 days late, guys. So that's a nugget. If you pay it on the 5th day or the 10th day or the 15th day, the 25th day even, guys, if you pay it then before it's 30 days late, you may be late in their system. You may get a late payment from the actual creditor, but it will not be on your credit report. Late payments are killing your credit, okay? So bring anything past due, current, kind of negotiate if you really don't have the money. If you are going to be late, don't be as late as 30 days. Another nugget here to increase your score, guys, is if you have to at least just make the minimum payments, okay? We can fix utilization a little bit later, but we can't fix a brand new late payment. So when in doubt, when in trouble, if you owe $100 and the minimum payment is $25, just make that $25 minimum payment. Action item for all of you. I'm going to give you action items throughout the video. action item, guys, go through your credit cards and set up auto pay for at the very least the minimum payment on your credit cards. Set up auto pay for your mortgage. Set up auto pay for your car. Anything on your credit report, guys. This is where if money is a problem and you have your cell phone bill and your electric bill and your car note, right? And money is a problem. If you kind of speak to your car company and pay your car company, then speak to your utilities and your cell phone that is not on your credit report. This is strategy, guys. And say, hey, I'm going to be late. Can I break this payment up? A lot of times the utilities and the cell phones will actually work with you. And guess what? They're not on your credit report. So you guys can be strategic. You guys are killing yourselves to pay your cell phone bill, right? And then your car note goes late and your score drops 100 points, and you could just called your cell phone company and said, hey, can I do a payment arrangement? And that's not on your credit report, and then use your money to pay your car note, your mortgage, your credit cards, all those things. That freed somebody right there. That's why I said look at your report and see what's reporting and prioritize those items. Okay, guys, so for payment history, another thing is if you have collections or charge-offs, I'm not going to lie, that kills your score. It does, it does, it does. So what do you want to do? You want to add positive payment history, right? That's adding like credit builder accounts, bringing things current, right? Or for the negative items, if you've already disputed them. So first, always dispute any negative items, collections, charge-offs that you feel are inaccurate, unfair, not yours. Maybe you don't agree with the date, the amounts, whatever it is. I will link some of my dispute videos, guys. I have a playlist on my channel that is completely credit repair, DIY, do it yourself. And I have a ton of videos on how to do disputes. If you have negative items, first try to dispute them, obviously to get them off, right? Or you can negotiate pay for deletes. It is your goal to have everything that is negative either completely deleted or a zero balance. Completely deleted or a zero balance. To get them to a zero balance, you want to do a pay for delete or you want to do a one-time lump sum settlement. Do not do payment arrangements, if at all possible, guys, for collections or charge-offs, because now you validated the debt, so it's not coming off your credit report, okay? And now also every single month they're reporting actively like a collection or charge-off status. It is killing your credit report. It's going to stay on your credit report, and every single month you're moving up that the date of last activity. Guys, remember, nugget right here. The 7-year law does not go from when the account was opened. It goes from the date of last activity. So let me give you an example. If you have an account, you opened it in 2000, okay? You paid it on time till 2015. In 2015, you had a late payment, then it went to charge off. Now that 7 years is from 2015, guys, not from 2000, it's from when it went delinquent. Now, let's say you do a payment arrangement, you're going to pay $100 per month for a year. Now that means that very last late payment is going to be the very last payment on your payment arrangement you made is going to be 2016. That means that the 7 years is not going to be 7 years from 2016. Yes, y'all, it's 7 years from the date of last activity. So this is why you want to negotiate a pay for delete or do a one-time lump sum settlement. Another nugget here, guys, is after you do a settlement, sometimes you can dispute it after that, and sometimes it will come off through a loophole if the company doesn't respond in time, or sometimes it's not even worth it for them after they've gotten their money, they don't care, okay? So dispute or negotiate pay for deletes for those items. Now, guys, for utilization, okay, this is the second biggest bucket. Big mistakes so many people are making is when they're trying to increase their credit score, they're looking at getting negative items deleted. Guys, your open available credit factors more heavily into your score. Did you hear me? So your open credit card, your open mortgage, your open car, your open personal loan, for utilization, for your credit cards, I want you to have them all have your overall utilization at 10% and under. 10% and under. That is a goal for you, especially for my people that have higher credit and you're not able to get to the next level up. You're like teetering at 700, 710, 680. Getting your utilization under 10% will give you a bigger boost. If your utilization is out of control and you're at like 100%, at least try to get to 30%. So 30% and under utilization is your goal. So paying down your credit cards, right? That will always increase your score. Guys, if I had the option between selling a collection and paying down my credit cards, and my credit cards were Max's strategy, you guys are sometimes putting your money in the wrong place, I would actually pay down my credit cards first. That is going to give me the instant boost in my score over me selling the collection, guys. Selling the collection may give me like 10, 15, 20 points. Paying the utilization down may give me 50, 60, 40 something points, okay? So paying down your utilization. Now, guys, you can impact this two ways too. Sometimes bringing down your utilization means getting a credit limit increase. Now, guys, this is where a lot of times your problem with credit is sometimes a money problem, not really a credit problem, right? So if you get a credit limit increase, be disciplined enough to not spend more money. This is where if you have $1,000 credit card and you have $1,000 on there, right? That's 100% utilization. That's killing your credit score. But if you're eligible for a credit limit increase, let's say they increase that limit from $1,000 to $2,000. Now you have $1,000 on a $2,000 credit card. That's now 50% utilization. Still high, but better than 100. Now your credit score is going to jump up because that utilization is lower and you didn't spend any money. The only thing you did was get a credit limit increase. So action item, go through all of your credit cards, call them individually. Say, am I eligible for a credit limit increase? Only if it's a soft inquiry, guys. If it's a soft inquiry, go for it. If it's a hard inquiry, no, because we don't want to hurt our hard inquiries for that part. Guys, if you have 5 credit cards and 1 or 2 or 3 give you credit limit increases, remember the FICO scoring model averages it. So that couple of $100,000 something dollars can help your overall utilization without you paying any money out of pocket. That was a nugget. Another thing with utilization, guys, is look at your cards and look at the lowest credit limits. Give a $300 card, a $500 card, a $1,000 card, a $5,000 card. Guys, if I have high utilization, that $300 card, I'm making it 0 because it's the actual ratio that goes into your score, not the actual dollar amount, guys. So now I'm making that $300 card 0, now that's 0% utilization. Then I'm doing the $500 card, making that 0, now that's 0% utilization. Maybe that $5,000 card is maxed out at 100, but now I have 2 other cards that are at 0. Guys, it averages it out. So a nugget, pay down utilization, increase credit limits, tackle the cards with the lowest credit limit first. Got it, good guys. And one thing I want to mention is that a lot of the lending criteria has changed, especially post-COVID, right? This video, I'm doing it in September 2021. And so it's a lot more risky to lend to people, right? So looking at you a little bit differently. These authorized trade lines. If you have a family member, friend, spouse, coworker that is going to put you on their card and it's good payment history, it's been over 2 years old, no late payments, and definitely under 30% utilization, add maybe 1 or 2. But stop buying these cards, guys. Use your actual money to pay down your own utilization. Use your own money to get your own credit builder account. Use your own money to actually settle and do pay for deletes for your negative items. Because guess what? A lot of these companies have gotten hip to this, and a lot of them are not even reporting the authorized accounts anymore. Yes, y'all, a lot of them now are not reporting the authorized accounts. You guys are paying for these accounts and they're not even getting added to your credit report. Another thing is that for the bigger money, for business credit, for like the underwriting for real estate financing, yes, adding an authorized account can help you with average account length. Yes, adding an authorized account can help you with, your overall utilization. Yes, adding an authorized account can help you with payment history. But it is a temporary solution and boost. It is not full credit repair. You still have to actually diagnose the problem and fix your problem, okay? And a lot of them for the business credit, they're not going to count your authorized account. So because you have a $5,000 authorized account, they're not going to give you a $10,000 business credit card. You must have your own primary trade lines, guys. So again, the credit builder accounts, the card, and for revolving, and the installment self-lender, guys. I always say do the 24-month option. If you need installment credit, do the 24-month option for self-lender. It's in the description, guys. This is where you must establish your own credit history. So day number 1, you just have to work on your credit. Make sure you add the credit builder account so you have positive payment history while you're working on the negative. Got it, good guys. So let's recap. I talked about, a benchmark to have 680 and above. The 2 biggest buckets to increase your score quickly, instantly, is the 35% payment history and then the 30% utilization. I gave you tips to do in every single area. And then I told you some of the things that don't work anymore, like the authorized accounts. And guys, honestly, if you have a super high score or like a good score and you add an authorized account, it only helps a little bit. It's more so the people that have like 600, 650, and under, that the authorized account may work. Add 1 or 2 max. I don't even recommend more than that, and let it be a family member or friend. Do not pay for it. Got it, good, guys. I hope that was helpful. And for my nugget, guys, I'm going to keep it simple. The thing that's keeping you guys from the next level, the thing that separates kind of the 1%ers from everybody else, the wealthy from the people who are struggling, is what they spend their time on and who they spend their time with. Guys, stop overcomplicating it. If you can just get a handle on those two areas, what you spend your time on, who you spend your time with, your life will change. Are you watching a Netflix marathon, or are you going to a conference? Are you watching a podcast? Are you doing a masterclass? Are you involved in coaching? Are you reading and doing affirmations and writing in your journal? Who you spend your time with? Are your friends asking you about what you're going to wear out for the weekend? Are your friends asking you about vacationing and girls' night out and guys' night out? Are your friends asking to borrow money from you, or are they trying to invest with you? Are they trying to plan to go for, to a conference with you? Are they trying to, build you up and bring opportunities to start a business together? Guys, I'm even talking about your spouse. Who you spend your time with, what you spend your time on. Evaluate those areas. And if you don't have the results that you want in your life right now, start right there. Amen. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Comment, and have a super amazing day on purpose.